What a beautiful day in the neighborhood. What the heck did I just hit? I'll meet you down at the end of the street. Does that sound like a good game plan? Don't fall out. 2 days ago, there was no snow. Some of you guys maybe remember in one of the previous snow plowing videos I made just recently, I said, every time I leave, it snows. This is the largest snow we've had in March, according to the news, since 2007. Of course, I leave and it dumps on us, but the team, they performed beautifully. They got all the snow cleared, and then last night they were hauling snow. And there's something I want to show you guys. There were more semis in the road than I've seen ever in my life. There was at least 1 or 2 semis in the ditch every 3 to 5 miles. This one, there's 2 semis put together in the ditch. Cars, trailers, trucks, pickup trucks, mostly semis though. Almost everything that was in the ditch, there's a car over there that was in the ditch, was semi trucks. And it was bad. It was a blizzard, but then it was a blizzard followed by 50-mile-an-hour winds. So you'd be driving down the road and all of a sudden you're just like, and you're fighting it. It was very, very weird. One event I came up to, the truck went into it was a pickup truck that was pulling a trailer. It went into the ditch sideways, and the trailer was still on the highway. So I'm going down the road at, I was going slow by that time, 45, 50 miles an hour. I'm going down the road, and all of a sudden, here's a trailer, like a utility trailer, sideways in the middle of the freeway. And it's like, rink, rink. Oh, it was crazy. This is a crazy snowstorm. And it left a crazy amount of snow. So we got to go up front, and we're going to start clearing it out. So we're going to get to fire up the cast loader. And we're gonna plow with that. This is the cast loader. I love this freaking loader. If you guys own acreage, if you own property, I have always said this. This is the perfect machine. So my buddy Dan from Tools in Action, he had a Kubota garden tractor, with a backhoe attachment. So, one of those little, basically useless. I convinced him to sell that, and he went to Top Notch and he bought a cast loader. Now, I got cast loaders for sale on my website. So if you guys want to learn more information about them, you can go to the Dirt Monkey shop and check it out. But he bought himself a cast loader and he freaking loves it. And Dan from Tools in Action, he's one of my best friends. But I will say this, because I'll say it right to his face. He's a diva. He's picky. He nitpicks everything. Oh, look at this. It could do that, and it could do this, and it could be this, and it could be that, and blah, 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 blah. I've never heard him complain about the cast loader, not even once. I don't even know how you can pull that off. For Dan not to complain about something? So even though we got a lot of snow, it's March, it's wet, heavy, ground is absolutely in the worst state you could possibly ever have it. So let's get this thing, hopefully it's not buried. you end up getting yourself a little loader, you guys, make sure it has a telescoping boom. Do not buy one without a telescoping boom. Don't waste your money. It's a waste. Don't. They're useless. It's so much better with a telescoping boom. So much better. Boy, the snow is thick here. I'm going to move all of the snow to the lower point of the property. And I'm just going to pick it up and scoop it. But I'm going to try to keep as much of it still on the gravel driveway, at the lowest point of the gravel driveway as possible. Just so when the snow melts, it doesn't flow over my gravel driveway and the gravel itself doesn't leave my property. So a little method to the madness here. Equipment will flip on ya. It's not as, it doesn't have as wide of a wheelbase as a car, truck, or vehicle for the most part, especially smaller equipment. And it has a shorter wheelbase, so, and you're off-road with equipment. So it's pretty easy to hit something and not expect it. And as my dad would say, pretty soon you're ass over tea kettle. That basically means you're upside down. And I have been there. I had to get out here real fast to plow this snow, because in a couple days it's gonna melt. What the heck did I just hit? So yeah, if you are thinking about outrunning equipment, you've never had a chance, just go find a company and work for them. And they're not gonna put you in a loader or a piece of equipment right away. And they won't put you in one at all if you don't start speaking up and vouching for yourself. Be your own best advocate. Talk about you. Don't be braggadocious. But just let people know that you're motivated, you're driven, you want to become more, you want to become the best version of yourself. You want an opportunity. An opportunity is never lost. Here's a great saying. I love this saying. An opportunity is never lost. Someone will always find it. Meaning if there's a chance to make money off from Bitcoin, or if there's a chance to start a bakery in your town, or if there's a chance to take over as the lead role at a construction company, you may not find that opportunity, but somebody will. So why won't it be you? Why can't it be you? Go out and make it you. Make it yours. Don't be afraid. I think fear is the worst thing that you can ever have in this life. You will not go to the grave. Now think about this. You will not go to the grave with thinking about all of the opportunities that you were afraid of. You will, as you get older, think about all of the things you wish you had tried. You wish you had done. You wish. I wish I would have tried to do this. I wish I would have done that. I wish. But your fear held you back. Don't let that fear hold you back. Please don't let that fear hold you back. Even if you fail, strive to fail greatly or succeed. Strive to fail greatly or succeed. Just try, please. Just try. And if you fail, learn. Oh, I love learning. I remember Timmy asked me, he's like, God, you really handle stress really well. How do you do it? This was back when he was just first starting to take over the business for me. He couldn't understand it. Stuff would go wrong, an engine would blow up on a truck, somebody wouldn't show up, and he'd look at me and my mood wouldn't change. Because in that moment, I knew it was stressful. But I also knew if I held on, if I just held on, I would be able to find the value in that lesson, in that harsh moment in time. I can look at you right now and say nothing bad has ever happened to me. That's a bold statement. You know how somebody can say something like that? As if they've been able to find the good out of everything that's bad that has happened. And there's a lot of things that held me back, and hell, I built a retaining wall for a company, and it was $100,000 retaining wall, and it was a pretty bad company I built. I didn't know they were bad, but it turned out they were a Schneider company, and got the wall finished, turned in my invoice, and they refused to pay me $100,000. What a bitter pill to swallow. So I started going after them, because you go after them too, right? You're not going to let some company not pay you. And of course, in typical fashion, what a general contractor will do is they'll first point the finger and then they threaten. And did they? Absolutely. They pointed the finger, said I did this wrong, that wrong, and this wrong, and then they threatened to sue me for the price of the retaining wall. Because that's a legal technique that people do. They threaten to sue. General contractors are really good at this. They know how to do this. They know how to screw their subcontractors. Okay? And I was young in business, and $100,000 is a bitter pill to swallow. But now, having the company tell you, not only are we not going to pay you, we're going to sue you for the value of the retaining wall. And in court, in Minnesota, it's a very liberal type of a situation. And so you never know which way a judge is going to go. You just don't know if you're going to win or lose. You can think you have an airtight case, and if a judge doesn't like the way you look, smell, or taste, you're not necessarily going to win. And I hate to say this, but you guys do know that there's two judicial systems, one for them and one for us. And so it's not unusual to have a judicial system where you think you're right and find out you're not. I did not want to go to court. I didn't want to risk it. But I was being forced into the situation. And this contractor was such a bad general contractor that when he tried to sue me, I reached out to his project manager on the site I worked with. His name was Chuck. He was a good dude. And I told him what was going on, and Chuck told me that he would go to court for me against his own company because his boss, he was sick of seeing his boss do this to people. Wowzer. Chuck saved my butt. Good old Chuck. Good dude. He saved my butt. But I learned a lot of valuable lessons. Was that a stressful situation? Absolutely, it was a stressful situation. But did I learn? Oh, you know it, baby. You know it. I handled all of my commercial accounts differently after that. All of my documentation improved. I verified facts on site. I recorded conditions. That improved my processes so much. But I had to go through it to come out better on the other side. I had to live that freaking nightmare of watching my business almost get taken away from me because if we had gone to court, Chuck decided to go work in my favor, and that just shut his general contractor down, quit suing me. But if we had gone to court and I lost, I would have lost everything I owned. I would have lost it all. So it also taught me to separate business from personal. It taught me to keep a legal separation so that if we had a bad contractor that wanted to create havoc, I would actually not have to worry about it. There was a lot of great lessons that came out of that. Look at the front. There's just no way of even getting in and out very safely. We got to clean this all up, but I need a co-pilot. We're gonna go get a co-pilot for this part. Look at the roof, dumped all the snow. Dented my other van. dented my wife's. She had it parked too close while I was gone. I'll show you. And it comes down all at once, just like you seen in them videos where the snow falls all at once. Look at. She won't park that close next time, will she? But look how high this snow is. I gotta clear all this out. Let's do that. Hey, real quick, I also want to share something with you. One of my dreams is finally starting to come true. It's called the Dirt Monkey Shop. And for the last couple of years, you guys know that I've been going to a lot of trade shows. And if you look at my Instagram, I got tons of followers over there, and all I do is every day I try to show something nobody's ever seen before. I try to highlight and feature the small guys, the blue collar guys that maybe got a dream, they got a vision, they build a cool tool, and you look at it and you're like, oh man, that's a great idea. But these guys, these visionaries, these guys, these inventors, they don't know how to market it, they don't know how to sell it, they don't know how to do anything else. So I created the Dirt Monkey Shop, which is one spot for all. I can put all of these guys together for you guys. So if you see this cool gadget over here, you see something cool over there, you can go to one place and you can go, oh, there it is for sale. Oh, there's this also for sale. There's that also for sale. So I'm helping young or old inventors, just guys that got something cool that they want to get it out on the market, and I'm helping connect them with you guys that want cool things, guys that want stuff maybe you haven't seen before, or other cool things that you have seen before. But I got them all over at the Dirt Monkey Shop. Plus, I'm going to be putting up contracts, proposals, just free for you guys. I'm going to have a whole free section, just stuff for you guys to download, so that if you guys are like, man, I want to see how the Dirt Monkey does his contracts, I got them over there. You just go over there, you'll find a free section, you can download them, you can get them, you can put them in, or proposals, or whatever else. And if there's anything you guys want to see, let me know in the comments down below. If you're like, hey, I'd love to see how you do how a snowplow contract looks, or how a lawn care contract looks, or how do you bid a patio? What does that look like? I'm gonna continue creating content and uploading that to the library over at the Dirt Monkey Shop. But go check it out, please. Show me an equipment operator that doesn't make mistakes, and I'll show you a liar. Because we all do. It's just that sometimes when you watch YouTube videos and you watch some of these equipment operators, there's a level of arrogance to them. It's like, do you not remember when you first started? Do you not remember not knowing what all the bells, whistles, and buttons did? Do you not remember the time when you didn't even know where to check the oil? Because you were there once. So if you guys are watching this, please don't ever get intimidated by running equipment. It's an amazing way to make a living. It's fun. It's lucrative. You can make a lot of money. And there's a ton of job security. We need equipment operators. America needs equipment operators. And if you like playing video games, you are going to love running a piece of equipment. Just imagine that this is a freaking one of them seats that move and rotate, and one of them virtual simulators. Those kids that play them video games, hop in a piece of equipment, so much better than somebody that never has. Their reflexes, their coordination, their ability to see ahead. If that sounds like it's you and you don't know what to do in life, try running equipment. Oh, but Dirt Monkey, how do I do that? Just go apply it at anywhere. Apply anywhere. And be the kid that doesn't shut up. Like, ask questions. Tell people, tell the boss, tell your superiors, tell whoever gives a crap that you want a chance to go run the skid loader. You want a chance to go hop in the mini excavator. You want a chance to do this. You want a chance at personal growth. The squeaky wheel gets greased. Don't be obnoxious. Do not be obnoxious. But don't be a wallflower. Don't be a little church mouse in the corner watching everybody else do it. Be the squeaky wheel, the one that lets people know, I want to do this. And you may not be good at it at first, and if your job doesn't respect you, then get a different job. Do not work for someone that's an asshole. Do not work for a douchebag. Do not. I don't care if you're an adult, a kid, who you are right now, I'm telling you. If you work for someone that's a jerk, don't do it, man. It's your life. It's too precious. You are going to be dead a lot longer than you're going to be alive. All right, guys, well, I think that looks pretty good. We got a mess out here that we got to clean up, and look at I hit my step, pulled that out. That's actually retaining wall block. I'll just push that in. And I found another rug. But the driveway looks good. I got to clean up this mess, and I think what we'll do is we'll hop over there and we'll see if we can't clean up the neighbors. They like to park right there. We'll see if we can't do that for them. One of the things I'm using, this is a snow bucket / loose material litter bucket. It's not a dirt bucket. This is made by TNA Attachments. The guy's name is Tyler. That's where the T comes from. And TNA, and this is a good company. I do have this for sale on my website, the Dirt Monkey Shop, and all of Tyler's attachments and tools. And they're made right in Minnesota. A couple 100 miles away from here. I've known Tyler for years. He's a good dude, and he works hard to make a good product. So that's why I have no problems listing his stuff up for sale over there, because I'd buy it myself, as you can see. All right, let's clean up the rest of this mess. And I know that doesn't sound like a revelation, but if you actually just let that sink in, every single moment of your life needs to be something that you like to do, because your time is the most precious thing you have. And don't trade the most precious thing you have for a few extra dollars or some security. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, I need a job, I gotta do this, that. Yeah, I can't get it if you got a wife and kids and family, but if you don't, man, this world is an amazing place. Make it amazing. It means go out and get your opportunities. Don't wait for them to come to you. At the end of every video, you hear me say, God bless, and go get them. Well, God bless means I hope God blesses everything you do. But I also want you to go get it. I want you to go get your dreams. I want you to go get whatever it is you want that's going to make your life better. Don't freaking wait for it. Don't think it's going to be spoon-fed to you. Because it's not. It's not going to be spoon-fed to you. You need to go out and make it happen. And when God and whoever else sees you making an effort to be the best version of yourself possible, it's amazing how things fall in line. And let's just talk more down to earth for a moment. If your boss sees you trying to do amazing things, and he's a good dude, you will get rewarded. People will reward you for trying. Now, my neighbor also has a gravel driveway. And so to avoid gouging their driveway up, I back drag the whole thing. Because I'm not going forward and getting that bucket tip to go underneath and then popping that ground up. I'm just getting that bucket tip to shave. Takes a little longer, doesn't do quite as good of a job. But it's not my property. I don't want to dig up their driveway and leave them with a mess. I don't mind doing it on my own back there. Yeah, it looks my own backyard. You guys can criticize me. I don't really care back there, because I was just having fun. It gives me the opportunity in the spring to regrade that sucker out and make her, which I have to do anyway after the end of a winter season. I got to regrade it. So it didn't make a difference to me how my driveway looked, but it makes a difference to me how my neighbor's driveway looks, because I want to do a good job for them, you know. Yeah, they're not paying me, but you still want to do a good job. What I've learned is practice makes permanent. You don't do a job one level for somebody and a different level for somebody else. Whether they're paying, not paying, whether you like them or you don't like them, you always do the best you possibly can, because that's how you just learn to operate no matter what. No excuses asked. This street looks like a mess. Let's clean that up next. We'll reward you for trying. Not everybody. Oh, there's some bad apples in this world. There's some people you don't want to be around. Learn to learn to identify those energy vampires, those suckers of life, and get them gone. Don't hang out with them. Let them be miserable by themselves. Because all people that are miserable want to do is they want to make other people miserable so they're not lonely. So if you know someone that's miserable, do your best to make their life awesome, but don't dwell on where they're at in their world, because that's their world. You create your world. You are energy. You know, if I could go back and teach anybody anything, school is not about learning a squared plus b squared equals c squared. No, it's not about that. School is about learning how to learn. And that's about it. As a 53-year-old adult, I can tell you 95% of the stuff I learned back in school, I don't know anymore. I have learned way more. I know way more than I ever knew back in school. But I've learned that on my own through talking to people, through listening to old timers tell their stories, through asking questions, listening to podcasts, connecting with people. These are all ways that you become better than you could ever be. All right, you guys tell me. Does he look like he's been working a long time? Look at them eyes. His eyes, you get that glossy look. Well, you slept 1 hour?
I slept 1 hour, and then after we got done with hauling snow earlier today, I went and napped at my buddy's for a bit, and then I still need to go back and get some stuff from his house and go check on him, because as I was walking out the door to come do all this, he fell and might have broke his legs. So
fun stuff.
So
when did you guys start plowing?
Wednesday morning at 2 a.m. we started rolling, and we didn't get done with all the schools and stuff with all the heavy stuff until about 8, 9. Today? No.
This morning?
Well, doing everything that's hauling and whatnot, but before school was canceled yesterday, and we got everything done about 9-ish. Like I said, I don't...
9-ish what? AM, PM?
AM. Because we were supposed to get everything done before 7 for schools to open up, but they called it at
canceled?
About 5 or whatever, because we were pushing, and then by the time we had come through, it was already another 2 inches on the ground.
How many inches total do you think you got?
Oh, I think we got 10 to a foot in some spots.
11 and a half in Woodbury is what they're saying. The news is saying 9.5 at the airport, but this is not the light fluff.
It was quite a bit of snow. We were struggling for traction. The sledge, no problems.
How did the Mechalak do?
Mechalak did great. We still had some wheel spinach.
So the sledge has Hakapalooties on it. The Mechalak has tire studs.
It was getting traction on top of the snow and ice and whatnot with the studded tires.
The studded tires?
On the Mechalak, and then we had the however big the 4-sectional pusher is.
Yeah.
Because I just had brought that over for somewhat cleanups, and then we were pushing the snow back with that.
Little harder rubber compound. So the difference is, if you guys don't know, a dedicated snow tire is a soft rubber compound with fine threads. Let me show you. This is important to know. This is a snow tire. This is a Michelin Defender, but you see that? That is designed to grab in snow. This, not so much. This will grab in snow. So there's grooving, there's siping, and then with a snow tire, it's a softer rubber, and it actually has a square surface. So when the tire hits, instead of it being bowled like in a dirt tire, it has a flat bottom with more straight up and down sides. If that makes
with
sense.
The dirt tire, you're more meant to sink into the dirt and get that whole U-trench traction.
Yeah, dirt tires are just...
No, for dirt, yes, they're good.
I don't even think for dirt. I would put, if they were affordable all-season tires on a loader year-round, absolutely, with no doubt. Because the flat or square surface also distributes that weight just a little bit better, instead of a U-shape just digging right into that dirt and creating a rut. That's my 2 cents on it, Zach. But why don't you get some sleep, though, dude? You look like you've been pulled through a keyhole.
That I haven't seen since Monday.
Yeah, go. Yeah, he came up. He's like, I'm gonna go take your truck and go finish doing some service. I'm like, no, you're not. You look really wiped out. You look really tired.
Yeah.
My crows are talking to me. You should go.
All right.
I'll see you next week.
I was also coming to make sure that I didn't know if you had come back out of town or whatnot. I was going to come shovel you guys out if they weren't. If you guys weren't
Well,
shoveling.
thank you, Zach. Thank you. Go enjoy your family. All right, let's keep this going. All right, guys. My co-pilot's finally up from her nap. So I think we're finally ready to go actually start getting some stuff done. Are you ready up there? Huh? All right, let's go in. Hey, now remember, when you're running the loader, you got to keep both hands on that wheel at all times. Are you paying attention? Are you paying attention up there? I don't know if she's paying as much of attention as she should be. She's never ran a loader before. All right. I'll just set the throttle on full throttle. Okay? I was going to crank it up. I'll meet you down at the end of the street. Does that sound like a good game plan? You want to go with Grandpa? You want to go low? You want to go run some snow? And go do some snow? Yeah? All right, let's go. Wilma, you guys up top. Because I'm going to need both hands to hold her. Yeah, look at that steering wheel. Yeah, you gonna go for a ride? You gonna go for a ride with me? You gonna go for a ride? Yeah? Yeah, we're gonna have fun. Yeah, we're gonna have so much fun. Don't fall out. You won't learn how to run a business in college. You won't. And I don't mean to put down college professors, because we all need to make the world a better place. But there's better answers. There's more to this life than being spoon-fed what somebody else is telling you the right way to do it. So many ways to skin that cat. And if you're thinking, oh man, that loader looks really bumpy, it is. There's no suspension system in it. Doesn't make it a bad loader. Just means there's no suspension system in it. Unless you count air and tires as suspension system, because that's all there is the air in the tires. That's why it's so bumpy. All right, are we ready to go? What do you think? Third throttle? That sound about right? Nice and slow and easy? Because we're gonna be pushing up against the curve over here. So I don't want to hit it too hard with you in. We're just gonna do a nice gentle push. Get some of this snow cleared up. Ooh, look at that tree scratching up Grandpa's machine. Bad tree, bad tree. But we'll get this curb line cleaned up so that when all this snow goes away, the water can actually get into the gutters the right way. What do you think, huh? Now we gotta take this down over the top of the curb. So we're gonna back up, make sure nobody's behind us. And we're gonna go around, look over the shoulder. Just good technique. Never pull out thinking somebody else is gonna do all your thinking for you. Never, ever, ever. All right, now let's scoop this up. Put it right over the top of that curve. Here we go. Now we feel that curve. Did you feel that gentle stop? That told me that the very front of the bucket was touching that curve. We don't need to hit it. We just need to give it a little kiss. That way we got that curve line cleaned up. Good. So when all the snow starts melting, it'll flow right down along the curb and go right into that storm sewer. I know you know exactly what I'm talking about. Feel it? Yep, there we go. We felt it. Let's push that back. We probably won't have any more snow this year, but we'll still get her pushed back. Doesn't hurt. Over the shoulder, Did I wake you up there? Did I wake you up? Were you zoning out? Were you zoning? Huh? Alright, let's give her a little more juice. Look at all the trees are falling over from the heavy snow. That's bad. We don't want our trees hurt. Hopefully they should come back. Although they don't normally do. Alright, let's open up the storm sewer inlet. Looks like the city plowed it over. Which will mean, if we don't open it up, when it's 50 degrees out, coming up, our whole street will get a big puddle. Push that snow up and that looks pretty good. What do you think? One more pass? Alright, one more pass. You talked me into it. Oh man, what did we hit? We hit something. Something's gotta be buried under there. Big rock? I don't know either. But whatever we hit, we got to put our booms down. We want to make sure we're stable. All right, let's go this way. All right, guys. Well, we got the driveway plowed. Everything is good to go. Now we're just going to have a little bit of melting, and I'll regrade my own driveway and make it even nicer. But I hope that I hope today's video helped entertain you guys, and whatever you're doing turns out excellent. And I hope you get to spend a little time with your friends and family and the people you enjoy the most. But that's going to call it for today's video. God bless, and go get 'em. We'll catch you guys on another one.